Data video series. Spring Data makes database handling easy for relational and non-relational databases. Let's begin from the official website. This is the official website of Spring. Here you can see the project. This is a Spring Data project. I'm going to use this in my project. So this is the official website. You can learn a lot of things from this website. Also you can visit this learn section, and under this you can get the reference manual and API documentation. Right now let's come back to the application, inquiry application I'm going to develop throughout this series. So this is my Spring Data JPA application I'm going to develop with the help of Spring Boot, and this is suitable for beginner and expert. So I will cover all the basics, and I will take this tutorial up to the expert level. So this is the inquiry form. Actually this application is managing inquiry for different institutions. As you can see here, you have to choose the institute first, and for that institute you can add here inquiry, right? And let me show you one inquiry here. This is, I'm going to add inquiry for this institute. There is a provision to add new institute if it is not registered here. Suppose, let me call this is my test inquiry. I'm going to enter the phone number, some phone number I'm going to enter here. This is test@easion.net. Let me add some permanent address here. This is suppose 63 zone 1, and you can add here MP Nagar, right? And this is Bhopal, India, right? Now you can select the course, for which course the inquiry is done, and now I have added here two courses, Java Core and this Android, and you can select the source of this inquiry, and there are different sources for inquiry. In fact, you can add new source if it is not available, means from which source this inquiry is generated. So lead reference. So if it is available, select here. Say someone is coming to me from the Google search, so I can select here Google search. You can add some remark if required, testing remark. Save this. This is done. Inquiry is saved here. I will show you that inquiry in the inquiry list. You can select the institute here. This is the institute I have added here. This is the institute, and this is the inquiry, test inquiry I have recently added, right? So this is how you can see the inquiry. So you will see here the follow-up you can add here, you can add it, you can delete. You can see here the follow-up, number of follow-up for this inquiry is 1, and this is 0, represents no one has follow up the particular inquiry. And you can add here institute from this link. So this is the small institute registration form. You can pass the details here to register. Similarly, you can check the list of institute here. In fact, there is a provision to add it and delete, and you can register here source of inquiries. If you have some more sources to get the inquiries, you can add here. In fact, you can add it or you can delete. Also you can manage the courses, because every institute has their own set of courses, so they can create their own courses here, define the fee, and that will be referred in the inquiry form here. So this is what we are going to develop throughout this video series. This is a wonderful project. I have used here different tables, around 8 database tables I am using here to demonstrate this scenario, because when you are doing something with 1 or 2 tables, it is not actually that much complicated, but when you have multiple tables, probably you can simulate with the real production grade application. So this is what we are going to develop in this series. Now let's come to some fundamentals on the Spring Data JPA guide. So this is my presentation. Let me show you a few more things here. Just a minute. So Spring Data is one of the great project which will provide you the consistent way to deal with any databases. And of course, as you know, the Spring programming model is the simplest programming model I have seen, and they have organized very well the technology and simplified the use of the technology. And one more thing I can say, it can be used for the relational and non-relational databases like MapReduces, NoSQL. You can use for MySQL, Oracle, like this, or you can use for some cloud data services. And the Spring Boot, the Data Spring Data is actually an umbrella project which has different sub projects as per the specific technology. For example, there is a JPA implementation of this Spring Data project, there is a Redis implementation, there is a MongoDB implementation for this. So there are different projects under this particular main project. This is the official link I have added here, so you can visit. Already I discussed this. So now I'll show you how this can help you in your project. So this is actually containing a powerful repository system which has just, you have to create a child interface by extending from the existing CRUD repository or from the JPA repository interface, and everything you will get, the all operations which is like the insert, update, delete, select, count, everything will be available in your interface, and no need to provide the implementation class. That is the great part. And it has provision to generate the dynamic queries in repository. It has great way to handle the projections. You can do the audit, and you can add a lot of customized code there. And the best thing is it can be easily integrated with your Spring MVC project, and the Spring Data module can work with the cross persistent. Suppose you can use Oracle, you can use the JPA with the Hibernate, you can use TopLink, like this. So I have seen this is one of the great project. Also I have seen many people, they don't like ORM based solution, but trust me, this time you experiment this Spring Data project. It is internally using JPA and Hibernate. You will definitely love this project. This will save your a lot of lines you have been writing in your core JDBC or other technologies. So this is what you will really enjoy. I am going to discuss the schema of this application I am going to make. So the very first thing you required here, institute. So you require institute registration. One institute can have many inquiries, correct? This institute has got the reference from this institute has a reference which is your contact has addresses. I have taken two addresses here in contact. One is a local address and another is a permanent address. So the address contains basic details, address ID, detail, city, country, zip. These details will be referred in contact, and the same contact can be reused for the inquiry, because inquiry has contact details like number, email address. So that will be referenced here, reference from here. The same thing you can, the institute also has some detail. During the registration we are taking some city, country, or the name of institute. So we will be reusing this contact table, right? So when you are adding here inquiry, you can have one inquiry can have multiple follow-up. If you are talking to that person, you might be adding some remark what you discuss with that person. So that is all sort of follow-up you will be adding here in this table. And the inquiry source will be referred in this inquiry, because there can be multiple sources as we have seen in the UI. And I'll show you the purpose of this inquiry course, because inquiry course is actually actually it is storing this set of courses you have inquired for, right? So there will be multiple courses you can inquire in single for single inquiry. So that will be all added here. And courses are institute specific, because every organization, every institute has their own set of courses they are promoting, right? So this is my database. So overall 8 tables I am using here, and this will complete everything what we want to learn for Spring Data JPA project, and everything will be the practical experience. Of course, my focus will be on the database operation JPA side, but I will discuss everything here from beginning to the end. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching and see you in next video.